end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, man. Oh, there with the hands. Thought he could guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Put on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best because I am. There's no need to keep.
Coach, thanks very much. Spread between 4th and 6th Streets in downtown Minneapolis. We welcome you inside spacious U.S. Bank Stadium. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Amir Abdullah. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So a heck of a start to this one. We haven't even gotten settled in already in the end zone on the opening kickoff.
And you know what happens, too? Now you got to translate what that means, because I think for the team to just score their defense, I think they'll be more aggressive now. They'll be bolder. They're playing with a lead and an early one and some momentum. So if you're the offensive coordinator on the other side of the field, you'd better be prepared for some heavy pressure coming your way. They're going to try and get another big score and a big one early.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? Watch the before. Curl. Check three. Lefty.
On play action, Wentz completes it to Aguilar. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
I got it. 40, 82, 40, 54. Mike. Kill. Check right. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. 5. What's that?
From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Check A2.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Cousins on the keeper.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Hey, here we go.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
1st down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
Cousins now. And he's able to find Diggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down. But he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
54, Mike. 54, Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Watch the slip.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. It's caught by Aguilar. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10.
Yo.
Cousins on 1st down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Hey, watch it.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns. Cousins. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Lane 50.
Cousins to throw it. He's got his man. This is Jackson. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Let's go.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you?
Hey, 4 down. 6 got 48.
They're going to go with Dotson on the wide receiver run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
A first down throw for Cousins. It's hauled in by Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line. That's the end of the
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Slam. Two.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
I'm coming after you. Switch. Can't.
Cook. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 yards there. First down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Watch the curls. Watch the pitches.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
Tighten up. Pull it together. 49, check 49.
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Well, he made that catch knowing full well that at the end of it, he's going to catch a pretty good lick.
I guess if there's anyone on this team that can absorb a pop, it's him.
Here we go, Pac-Man. 120! All right, here we go. Let's go, B, let's go! Hey, let's get there. Two jump. One set. Check, right, 50.
Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Well, this is caught by Jackson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
180! 54! Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Deuce. 87. Right there, 54 Mike. They can't.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I got one. Pick the edge. Come.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
In your face.
Great 57. 54. Mike 54. Watch the run.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wentz. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Guys, it's game 82. Mike 5-4. Hey, Zoo. Watch the run.
Now Wentz. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I'm coming after you. Throw. No.
Throwing, Cousins. Ducks him with a grab over the middle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stumped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So don't say nothing.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
I know you felt that one.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Choose the mic. Take me first. No.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. It's brought in by Jackson. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 35.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, what's the plan of attack here? Very late second quarter, and look where the ball is.
Yeah, a bad spot for you. But the defense has all 3 timeouts. So what you're telling your team is ball security number 1. It's not all on the running backs if you decide to run the football. That offensive line has got to protect them and wedge out some space because you can't just kneel. They take 3 timeouts. You're going to get the ball back in good field position with a chance to put points on the board. You've got to try and get a first down and run out this first half.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wentz. He completes it to Hunt. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Wentz now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wentz. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Wentz now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to float this over the middle deep. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Let's go.
Let's go. 20.
54. Watch the screen.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Final play of the half, Cousins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, fellas.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll run it here with Hunt. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
Wentz now on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
I don't think you got it, son.
On play action, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that will be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
First down. Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they got him behind the goal line. Cook goes down for a safety. So the screen pass goes backwards. That play seemed to have a potential disaster written all over it from the start.
I mean, wasn't that a tough spot on the field to make that call? You're inviting defensive linemen and linebackers to get pressure. So if one of them sniffs this out, you're definitely in danger. And this time, it costs them 2 points.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Second and 7 at the 34-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
All day, just like that. Just like that. Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Here we go.
Hey, Rick 5-2, out here.
Now Wentz. And he'll hit Jeffrey, complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Wentz. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. They're on to the second half now down in Miami. And the Redskins moving out in front in that game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He gets it complete to Harris. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5.
Greystone, Travis.
To throw, Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Zach Brown in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Now Sproles. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Wentz now to throw. Completes it to Aguilar. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Great 15, great 15.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream, one you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will get him one closer. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Go ahead. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2.
They run it again with Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Cousins. Now they go screen, it's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Here's Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Cousins now. And And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Chad Beebe that time. And that'll bring up second down. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the third time he's been off target this entire game.
And, Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to take this close to the first down markers. He's stopped at the Eagles' 25.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Hey, tighten down. There you go.
Watch the shift. Watch the under. Watch the shift. Watch the shift.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey, high 7. You think you won't get this?
Right there.
Wentz now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the run. Mike 54. Mike 54.
Forward, Tokyo.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Jackson. A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. Here's Wentz to throw. Aguilar has it. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture as now they've got a 1st and 10.
Let him know. Let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
Kill.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
Hey, orbit.
Oh, dead punt.
Hey, 1 set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Shotgun now for Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. There's the first NFL catch for the former Stanford man, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. And that is incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Check. 61, matchbox lights.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A Vikings 1st down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins. It's in the 4th quarter down in Miami. You saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Cousins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Another toe for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
You better be ready. Don't be scared. Lynn 50. Lynn 50. What's the
Now Cousins. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
check 25? Check 25.
Third and long for Cousins. It's brought in by Doxson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Go ahead.
On the jet sweep, this is Dotson. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. On the ground, it's Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, a costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz, now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
He's going to let it fly. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. There for the sack, Everson Griffin. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Minnesota, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.